your drummer would construct large and well-protected cities. Were we grimmer, these traps would not trigger.
Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to week number 90 of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Now, I can't believe that we've actually made it to 90 episodes. That's absolutely insane, and we're 10 episodes away from 100, so let's just keep this series going. Now, hopefully you guys will enjoy the mods that I've picked out for this week. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the Levitate Spell. Now, this mod allows you to levitate just like you could in Morrowind. This mod adds a Levitate Spell to the world of Skyrim. It works exactly as it did in Morrowind, so clipping is still in place. You just won't be able to fly through objects. You simply cast and walk into the air. Now there's actually 2 different editions of this mod. There's the Morrowind edition, which is a simple fire and forget spell just like it was in Morrowind, and it's an expert level alteration spell. And this was chosen due to other mods adding in spells such as slow fall or jump at the adept level. Levitating is the next level of that, so it goes 1 stage higher. It has the duration of 60 seconds, and the pros of this version is it leaves both hands free so you can rain down arrows and bolts on your enemies while flying, and if you're powerful enough you can achieve infinite flight. The downsides, well, just like in Morrowind, if you forget to cast again before the effect wears off, you will plummet to your death. As Skyrim has no on-screen effect timer, it can be hard to judge when to recast the spell. Now in the Skyrim edition of this mod, this version uses a concentration type spell. Just like the basic healing spell you get at the beginning of the game, you'll be able to fly as long as you use the spell. That's what I'm using in this showcase right here. And again, it is an expert level alteration spell, and the benefit from this is you can see when you're going to run out of magic, so you have complete control over your flying. The downside is it takes a hand slot away to cast, so you're limited to what you can do in the air, so you won't be able to rain down arrows on your enemies. Now both versions are identical apart from the spell type, but make sure that you only use one or the other. They will conflict from each other, and you'll be able to find the spell at Renveg's Fast, which is an ancient Nordic tomb in the southern mountains of Halmark, or you can buy it from Tolfdir at the College of Winterhold, which is what I did in this video. And be aware that the force getting you off the ground can cause a downdraft that can interfere with items near you. Now I think this is very awesome because just like in Morrowind you were able to levitate and use spells that were able to make you fly, in Oblivion you weren't actually able to do that, but you could have a very high acrobatic skill which would allow you to jump really high. And in Skyrim we haven't really seen anything that allows you to jump or run any faster than normal other than Whirlwind Sprint, and this just adds it so that you can fly just like you could in Morrowind, and I think that's a great addition to the game. So that's definitely why it comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Levitate Spell. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have DovahBling Jewelry, Rings, Necklaces, and Bracelets. Now, one thing that always annoyed me about vanilla jewelry was that every item basically looked the same, though you could have a ton of variation. This mod changes exactly that by replacing every mesh for gold and silver jewelry with custom ones. Every gemstone combination got a more or less unique look, so it now gives you some variety to your visual appearance. Now, as you can see as I'm going through this list of the jewelry here, you can see that they all look very, very different, and I guess I never really thought about it before downloading this mod, but they're kind of right, you know? The jewelry in this game looks exactly the same. I mean, I know you're not really zooming in on your character's fingers from time to time ever, but, you know, being able to have that variety, especially a necklace, like if you're playing a character that isn't necessarily wearing like a lot of armor so your necklace is actually visible, then this could actually be very useful because some of these necklaces look really awesome. Some of the ruby and sapphire necklaces along with the emerald necklace as well look amazing, and with these custom textures they just look even more better. And in the vanilla game they just kind of looked very bland. You couldn't really tell if it was a diamond necklace, you couldn't really tell if it was emerald, you know, you had to look really close to be able to see it. But in this it's very clear, the gemstone is very visible, and it just looks great great, and they overhauled pretty much everything when it comes to amulets and rings. They all look very good, especially the Signet of Whiterun. I think that looks amazing, and you guys should definitely give this mod a try if you're looking to bling out your DovahBling. So that's definitely why it comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Skooma Winery. Now, Skooma Winery is a modest dimensional house in its own world cell. It is the third of the series of Sheregorath-inspired dimensional houses. It has over 100 grapevines to harvest with a new food item, bowl of grapes, new crafting spirits, and your own wine press and all the crafting you'd want to otherwise. Skooma Winery includes a small bottle that serves as a health potion also. When consumed, it will teleport you to a strange world with crafting, resting, some harvesting, and winemaking ingredients, and restore 10 points of your health. There are also 20 planting plots scattered around outside the cell that accept all plants that Hearthfire normally does, plus plants from both Dawnguard and Dragonborn. There will also be Poison Bloom, but be quick about harvesting them. The timer on these has been extended with enough time to harvest them without setting off their trap, but the trap has not been removed completely. This house is also fully nav meshed, and followers will follow you so they can easily be parked in your own pocket. You can find the bottle in the Blackbriar Meadery on the 2nd story. It is not considered theft, so the bottle will not be taken if you are caught. Consume the bottle and you are good to go. When you're ready to travel back to Tamriel, activate the empty bottle in the front yard and you'll be teleported back to the same spot you left, or use the map in the main house to teleport to any of the major cities and Raven Rock if you've already been there. You will also be given a new bottle as soon as you leave the reservation. Do not have more than one of the same bottle in your inventory because it could cause a loop where you are not able to escape though. Now, as you can see as I'm walking around this house, it's not necessarily a huge house, it's more focused on the outside and the winery itself. And it's really nice. I really like the way it looks, and it has everything at your disposal, all the crafting materials that you're going to need. And combining this with the skooma, like being able to actually make skooma mod, then you could actually have a full roleplay where you play as either a Khajiit or any race that you want, and you come here and you use this house as your skooma production, and then you go out and you sell the skooma. And that just adds a little bit more of a roleplay aspect and different character combinations that you can have, and that's definitely why it comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Skooma Winery. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have authentic medieval surcoats and helmets. Now this mod comes with 13 armors that come in both light and heavy variants, along with 8 period accurate helmets. There's also a set of plate gauntlets and plate boots that are meant to complete the armor sets, and they are found under the steel category and also require the advanced armors perk. All of these items can be tempered at the workbench as well, and the armor sets that are included in heavy and light in this mod are Edward III, English, French, German, Irish, Saxon, Wessex, Scottish, Spanish, Dawnstar, Imperial, Stormcloak, and Holy Chain Knights. And the helmets that are included with this mod is the faceplate helm, the flat top helm, the Iron Gate helm, the Great Helm, Eventailed Masked, Nasal, Sugarloaf, and Valsagard helmet. So it adds a whole bunch of new armors into the game, and as you can see as I'm panning around my character, you can see just how many different combinations there are. I wasn't actually able to craft every single different piece of armor in every different combination because that would take way too long to show off, because there's a bunch of different combinations that you could do with this type of mod, and adding this many new armors into the game and being able to show your spirit with whatever you represent, along with looking badass with your steel plate boots, gauntlets, and very awesome looking helmets, then this is definitely the mod for you. So that's definitely why it comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the authentic medieval surcoats and helmets mod. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have Creekside Manor. Now, Creekside Manor is the 5th installment of Dimensional Houses. This one's teleport globe can be found in the temple in Whiterun. You consume the globe for a small health boost and to be teleported to the grounds, just like in the Skooma's Cat Winery mod. The grounds outside the manor feature a few sitting areas and a garden area with 50 plots of land, an apiary, crabbing, fishing, horkers, and practice dummies. The house also contains all of your crafting stations, a bed for you, a children's or followers' bedroom, a few sitting areas, plenty of storage, and a dining room. Cloud storage can be found outside and both upstairs and downstairs. When you are done looking around the house and living in the house, or just going and putting all your stuff away, and you're done and you want to go back to Skyrim, you can activate the globe in the yard to return to where you came from. You can also travel to any of the hold capitals, small towns, Castle Volokar, Fort Dawnguard, and Raven Rock if you've been there before. And just like in the Skooma Winery, you'll be given a new global once you teleport out. The only warning they give you with a little bug that's in it is if you're going to start the Dark Brotherhood quest, do not sleep in this house first if you're going to actually start that quest, because then the quest will grab you and you may not be able to get back in because it might not give you the globe when you teleport out. So as you can see, this house is pretty massive and it's a very great looking manor, and there's a lot of nice decorations, and they definitely put a lot of time and effort into it, and that's definitely why it comes in at our number 1 spot, so I'd strongly recommend downloading the Creekside Manor. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions through there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.